Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Faceless Strategist and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Battle Replays. Now this is all from my Empire campaign which I'm currently playing. Now I did recruit WARHAMMER the Grim, and here we have him with 4 greatswords, 4 halberdiers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handgunners and 5 rocket batteries. And I'm actually sieging the border princes, and they have an entire army as well as their garrison. Now this was before well, here's a fun fact. I didn't realize that the Empire has fire mages. They had amber mages, but I didn't read the description, which basically said that they're fire mages. So I didn't even bother recruiting any mages. Yeah, I'm fairly new to Total War Warhammer 2, so I thought to just share my idiotic impulses and basically everything else. Okay, so now what's happening here is I have my Hellstone rocket batteries to soak up some fire and have WARHAMMER the Grim actually going left and right, and as you can see, a fire wizard here would have been amazing. What the fuck is that? That's a balloon. But in any case, I'm just going left and right, wasting their ammo. And here is a problem that I mentioned in one of my previous videos. These guys are fucking idiots, and they just try to move up, and they ultimately get damaged or something like that. Now the balance of favor said that this was impossible, and they do outnumber me almost 2 to 1. But as you can see, I'm just trying to waste their ammo. WARHAMMER is taking damage, but it's nothing substantial. And I'm using my artillery to destroy their towers. Now the good thing is about this element, the capture point is right here. So I just started bombing the living shit out of them. And again, and again, and again, all the while going left and right with WARHAMMER to hopefully waste some of their ammo. As you can see, they lost almost 300 troops. Well, more than 300 troops actually. And here we go, I'm firing again. And they do actually have mortars. So I believe the next target that I chose was the mortars, which should have been the first target. But in any case, the units that are in this general vicinity just get annihilated, and I was actually so pissed later on when I actually recruited the mage that I didn't have one for this. A couple of firestorms here, oh boy, that would have made my life much easier. So this is just basically a siege by brute force. But as you can see, let's check the balance of power. They lost 800, more than 800 soldiers. And I still have plenty of ammo, don't get me wrong. I'm just firing and firing away. Now I couldn't actually aim at these guys, because then my artillery would start moving forward, for what reason I do not know. So I believe I targeted their lord, given the fact how accurate these Katyushas are, they hit pretty much everything else but him. Which was great, and now more than 1,000 of their soldiers have died. That's a great start. Now I'm actually targeting the gates, and I breached the gates. Now I actually try to target inside the gates, but that misses completely, but a lot of enemies do die, so that's quite acceptable. Again, a fire wizard here, oh boy, it will be a barbecue. Now the entire reason why I actually went to war with the border princes is because they occupied one of the provinces that belongs to the Empire. And oh boy, did I fuck myself over by the time I actually annihilated them. But in any case, like I said, the balance of power was in their favor heavily. And I didn't want to fuck around with an auto resolve and lose my entire army just so they can suffer 500 casualties. And in case you haven't noticed, I haven't even moved my army yet. I do think I'm actually beginning to move them here. But in any case, the artillery killed 1,682 of them. So that's almost an entire one of their stacks, and now they're using up their ammunition. Next I see they're charging again, but that makes sense because they don't have any armor. And see, this is where they take damage because they're idiots. But in all honesty, I don't mind. The Hellstorm rocket batteries do annoy the living shit out of me, but they are extremely useful. As you saw, I didn't even enter the settlement, more than half of their army lies dead. Now just move them to the edge of the map, but I don't withdraw them, just leave them there, so they can think about what they did. Some of them actually do still have a little bit of ammo left, but that's nothing major. But now in any case, I move my gunners forward. The gunners, when you align them to here, and if you set them to auto fire, most of the time they'll just shoot at this wall. It's fucking stupid, since you have the gates here and you can shoot through there. But if you tell them to shoot through there, they're going to attempt to go through the gates. So I don't know. But here, yeah, they're shooting some of them, but they're mostly just shooting up. I mean, it's fucking stupid. Just look at that shit. But in any case, for some reason, I decided to climb the wall with my halberdiers. Now, these guys are anti-large, mind you. And I am actually thinking about switching them with armored spearmen. But I don't know about that. And I'm thinking about the greatsword switching into armored swordsmen, but I have to compare their stats. And I actually think about it, because I do think that the greatswords are a much better choice, but still. And I will suffer heavy casualties on this, because as you can see, the gunners are fucking retarded. They will kill a couple of them up here every now and then, but they're mostly shooting at this little wall here. Pa 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 pa. And that's wasted ammo. And it's just fucking stupid. You can shoot through the gate. And another thing is that I hate that they won't shoot into their own troops. I tell them to shoot and it says they're obstructed. But when I move them behind the enemy and it's a plain field, you know they can shoot. Well, why don't you shoot your own men as well? Fucking hell. And I do believe, yeah, and now they actually started shooting through the gates. And they actually are starting to do some damage. There we go. That's victory. And it was a close victory. And I do not understand how this mechanic works. I lost 182 soldiers, but it's a close victory. But when I lose 300 or more soldiers, I get a decisive victory. Well, sometimes, but still. In any case, that was the Border Prince Siege without a mage. So yeah.